Good morning, everyone. Rev here this morning. It's Tuesday. It is May the 16th. I pray that you're safe, you're well, you're blessed this morning. I appreciate you joining in with this devotion today, whether it's this morning, this afternoon, or this evening. I do appreciate you being here and commenting and liking and sharing, and I do appreciate it. The sharing part helps reach more people, so I would encourage you to do that. I want to read to you this morning. This is from the Gospel according to St. Matthew. This is from chapter 13, and I'm going to start with verse 24. Jesus told them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and went away. When the wheat sprouted and formed heads, then the weeds also appeared. The owner's servants came to him and said, "Sir, didn't you sow good seed in your field? When then did the weeds come from, or where did the weeds come from?" "And the enemy did this," he replied. The servants asked him, "Well, do you want us to go and pull them up?" "No," he answered, "because while you are pulling the weeds, you may root up the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. At that time, I will tell the harvesters, 'First collect the weeds and tie them in bundles to be burned. Then gather the wheat and bring it into my barn.'" This is the word of the Lord. May it bless, convict, encourage, enlighten, and empower its hearers this morning. Every now and then, someone insists that we weed out the unbelievers and purify the church. But we must remember Jesus' parable and why we are to let unbelievers and believers grow together until God's harvest. You see, in our zeal to pull the weeds out, we might uproot some real believers, true believers. The fact is we can't identify the real believers with any kind of certainty. You see, young weeds and young blades look alike until they are mature. And unbelievers and true believers must live side by side in this world. It really is just that simple. We can't look into the hearts and see the reality of another's personal relationship with God. And if we try to measure relationship by behavior, we overlook the fact that some are spiritual infants and they have a long way to grow. We also overlook the fact that convictions in the Christian community differ. They do. So that what our conscience might forbid, another person's conscience might permit. So when we're tempted to weed someone out of the church, we have to remember the love that Christ has for all people, for every one of us. It's better, you see, to do nothing to purify the church than to harm anyone who really believe. God's harvest, that is the judgment, it's coming. for all people. It's coming. And we, as true believers, just need to make ourselves ready by making sure that our faith is sincere. I'm Pastor Mark. I love you guys. Be safe, be well, be blessed, be safe. I said that. Be strong. Go do something for Jesus. I'll see you tomorrow.